Hi, it's Maria from Women into Wellness. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 really important ways that you can make sure you get back on track when you are looking to achieve a goal and you have gone off course and things are not working out for you. So make sure you watch till the end to find out those key tips and tricks. Welcome to my channel. This is the place where I provide you with weekly tips, tools, strategies and advice pertaining to wellness and well-being to help you feel your best self and feel fantastic. So let's get started. Now, everybody has a dream, right? In fact, a lot of us have several different dreams, and it doesn't matter what your dream is or how small or big you perceive it to be. When you have a dream, usually to start moving yourself towards it, there's several different things you can do. So you either start to just kind of wing your way and meander and take a few kind of steps here and there and hope that you get to your end goal. Or perhaps you made a plan that was methodical and you started taking actionable steps and felt like it was within your grasp. Either way, at some point you may have experienced that something went wrong and you didn't quite get there. You didn't quite achieve your goal. Well, if this has happened to you, then keep listening, my friend, because I'm going to share with you 3 really important factors that could possibly be the determining point that is going to switch the whole thing around and get you back on track and help you shoot for the stars and get to that pleasure end goal. Now, the 3 things I'm going to go through are reflect, review, and revise. Now, we're going to take each one of those in step. Now, the reason that we're going to start with reflect is because often, like I said, when you start moving towards a goal, you've taken 1 or 2 paths. You maybe are just sort of winging it and you're kind of meandering around willy-nilly, hoping you get there. It's a lot of guesswork, taking a few steps forward, a couple of steps back. You don't really have a set plan, right? So that's not really gotten you to where you want to go. Whatever you've done is not working. You need to review the process, review the steps you took and work out why they're not working. Likely they're not working because you didn't make a plan in the first place, okay? Or maybe you were misorganized and you actually started to create a methodical step-by-step action plan. And you were like, I've got this, I have reverse engineered my way towards the goal. I know what steps I need to take. However, somewhere down the line, you fall off of the wagon and you don't quite get there. Perhaps you give up. There might be an obstacle that comes your way. There could be a life change that was maybe out of your control. You maybe lost interest somewhere along the way, or in fact, maybe your goal kind of shifted or it spliced into several different goals as you started to define it and move forwards. Whatever it is, whatever the reason as to why you stopped moving forward and progressing, you need at some point to have built into your plan or your kind of hazy, I'm just going to go with it kind of methodology. You need to be able to review what went wrong. And this is a step that people often don't sit down and put a lot of thought into, not nearly as much as the planning stage as them actually starting to create their goal plan. And I hope that you are inferring that what I'm suggesting is you do need to plan your way towards your goal, right? Don't take the path that's just like, I'm just going to get there and do whatever, because you likely will be taking lots of different paths. You'll be walking all around the houses before you actually get anywhere, okay? So key point here, have a plan, but most importantly, review the plan when it goes wrong. Now you need to get honest with yourself. You need to sit down and you need to start thinking about, what did I do? When did I do it? How could I do things differently? Why didn't that actually work out the way that I wanted it to? And this is going to help you build a better plan, okay? So you need to have that moment to think about it and reflect. This is what you're doing. You're reflecting is you thinking, okay? You need to take the time to do it. It's an important step. Now, reflecting is not wallowing in self-pity. It's not wasting time because it's already gone wrong and why do I even want to think about that goal? If you still want to achieve the goal, you need to assign this valuable portion of time. So you need to reflect, you need to think, you need to be honest with yourself and get real, dig deep. Maybe the reason was that you're lazy, maybe you didn't do enough research, maybe you didn't make the right connections, maybe you didn't make a plan, maybe you didn't take actionable steps, maybe you weren't holding yourself accountable. What was it? You need to start reflecting, thinking about what you did, okay? And this is where having a plan helps, because you will know what you did because you're following a plan, right? Whereas if you're just kind of willy-nilly doing stuff, you're not really having such a solid kind of pathway to reflect and look over. And then that's where the reviewing then comes in. You've reflected, you've looked at what went wrong. You need to review the whole process. Exactly what was the moment that it went wrong? What can you do better? Okay, what can you do better? What can you change? How can you tweak this? How can you change? Maybe it's your beliefs, your attitudes, maybe it's your behaviors, maybe it's the actions and the steps that you took. And they can be anywhere in that, down that line, the part of the process of your plan of what you were trying to achieve. You need to be able to identify what went wrong, why it went wrong, and how you can do it better next time. And sometimes simply just by doing this, it can get you out of a place of maybe you've been overwhelmed, maybe you were disheartened, you weren't getting where you wanted to get to quick enough, or you weren't having the results that you wanted. Once you start to take the time to reflect and review, this is where you become serious about achieving your goals and making them work, because you're not going to let the one hurdle or the several obstacles, kick you down and keep you down. You are going to get up, dust yourself off, think about how you can do better and move forward. And if you think about it, this is the mindset of a true person who wants to achieve something. This is the mindset that you need to be fostering. You need to be able to move forward and review what went wrong with honesty and start to make a better plan for yourself. And that's where we come to the third one, which is revise. So you take all of this that you've garnered from reflection, what went wrong, you've revised it as to what you could do, you've reviewed it, as to, what you can do better after you've reflected. And now you are going to put this into an actionable revision of your plan. And if you never had a plan in the first place, this is when you need to write a plan. It's going to be a revised version because you already did it in a kind of willy-nilly manner. But now you are going to have an actual plan. So important. Often these three, let me give you three right there. These three steps are often overlooked, okay? Now, because when you don't achieve your goal, I'll tell you why they're often overlooked. Because when you don't achieve your goal, you're often so caught up in feeling either disillusioned, disappointed, dejected, depressed. I'm going to give you all the D's right there, down and out. You're usually in a place where maybe there's self-pity, or maybe you're just feeling detached. You don't even really care about the goal anymore. And that in itself is another matter, because maybe you didn't choose a goal that really reflected your true desires enough, or you didn't refine it in the right way to really taps into what you truly want to make it that enviable goal for yourself that you were going to work hard towards achieving. And there's more information I have about this that I'll talk about at the end. Okay, there's lots of different factors that play into it, but this is an important part. When you've not achieved your goal, when you've hit that point where you have stopped moving forwards and it looks like it's all gone to shit, this is where you can start turning things around. But you have to give yourself the time and the honesty to reflect. You then need to analyze and review your process. And then you need to take action and revise and create a better plan for yourself, and then actually commit to it and do the steps that are going to start moving you forwards again, this time in the right direction. And let me add that when something's gone wrong with achieving a goal, and it is a failure of a sense, this is not the bad kind of failure. This is the failure you can learn from, that you can bounce back from, that you can get better from. This is not the kind of failure that's like, poor me, let's throw myself a pity party. Although if that's something you need to do, do it, but give yourself an allotted time. I'm going to have a pity party for 5 minutes or for 1 hour or for tonight, and I'm just going to mong out and do something different and then get back on it, okay? This is where you can make change. It's so important. So make sure you do it. So have a think about any goals you've not achieved. Could you apply these 3 steps? Could you apply them? And if it's brought up any thoughts for you, please pop them in the comments below, particularly which one you think is going to help you the most. So reflecting, they all come together, but reflecting, then reviewing, and then revising. Which one do you think is going to help you the most, or which one do you already do, or which one do you not do and feel you should work into your goal setting plan? So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have a goal that you want to achieve, then please check out my online course, Achieve Your Goals, which is a step-by-step methodical process that is going to take you through all of these nuggets of wisdom and all of these strategies, all bound up within a beautiful workbook and some videos. And it's going to help you map out the whole process from defining a true, authentic goal that reflects you to then being able to create a step-by-step process. And not only that, but add behind it the weight that you need that is really going to tap into the motivation to help you move past obstacles, have accountability, and start to get to that end point and reach your pleasure zone. Then that is the course for you. I will link it below. And if you'd like to see some more of my videos, I will link them below. I've got quite a few now on goal setting because this is an absolute passion of mine and it's so important. I think this is something everybody should learn or spend the time looking at, because everything in life involves you doing something, involves you having some sort of goal, no matter how small or big. If you found some wealth in this video, then like I always say, please pay it forward by sharing the link, click the like button. And as always, I thank you for your time for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, I wish you well.